Happy Monday, friends. So, what an interesting start to our week. Kiddos are home, which I'm actually really glad about. It sounded like they weren't going to be, and I was just going to make the decision to keep them home just to be safe, you know? But business as usual, really. I have to really edit how much time I'm spending on my phone looking at social media because there's so much fear and chaos, and it doesn't do you any good to consume all that. We can't control the world or what's happening, but we do control what we consume and what we choose to focus on and think about. So, if you know me in real life or you've been following along for a while, you know that I legit struggle with anxiety. And so I'm just practicing all the things I preach, and I'm going to keep doing that because so many of you probably need some light. And so I don't pretend to be perfect or have it all figured out, but I'm just going to share my journey authentically and shine the light for you guys. And so if you need a community to plug into, I have one. I actually have a couple different ones. I have one that is fitness centered, and then I have another one that's just mindset. But today I made a post about how the things that work for me, which are the things I share every single day. And I'm challenging you guys to implement a couple of them in your new daily routine. If things have shifted, or maybe it's business as usual, that's cool too. But focus on the positive. Having a gratitude practice. If you write it in a journal like I do, or you just make it a thing, make it a game where when you sit down at the dinner table, everyone says a couple of things they're grateful for. It's the last thing you do at night, or every time you do the dishes. What are you grateful for? It doesn't have to be big, huge things. It could be the fact that you have hot water and that you have laundry to fold. When I started making the conscious effort to shift my focus, my gratitude focus of the things that maybe I kind of begrudged, like the big laundry pile or having to clean my house. When I shifted the focus from having to do it to being really grateful that I have a family that's made this mess, or that I have clean clothes to fold, that was a total game changer. So having a gratitude practice, listening to personal development or reading personal development. I actually have a huge Google Doc of all of my favorites. And so if that's something that you want a suggestion, let me know, and I'm happy to share that with you. I have it shared in my Fit Club and my community. So if you belong in there, if you're already over in there, you can go find it. If you need a new recommendation, there's so many great things. Don't just listen to the news. Don't just scroll social media and start drinking all the Kool-Aid and start to feel this panic, because that is the very worst thing you can do for your immune system, is to get super stressed out and feel super overwhelmed. All we have control over is our own mindsets and what we're going to put our own energy into. And so I heard this quote from Brendon Burchard at one of his conventions I attended a couple years ago about how power plants don't have energy. Power plants don't have energy, they produce energy. And the same is with us, the same for us, okay? We don't necessarily have energy or joy. We get to produce those things. And so you can cultivate it by focusing on the good in your life, by choosing to surround yourself with positive people, by getting to focus on all the ways that you are blessed and you are abundant and that you are healthy. And when you do that, when you focus on joy, when you focus on the good, you're just going to increase your own immune system. Other things I swear by is having a daily energy practice. It grounds me. It helps me feel less stressed out, more focused. It's so good for your immune system, especially the thymus tap, which is right here in between your breastbone. This is great. This is great for stimulating your immune system. So I'm going to be doing that. If you're curious about it, I shared a link in here in my page last week. My energy practitioner, her name is Brianna. She's amazing. She's in Gilbert, Arizona. She does virtual sessions. There's a cat in my tulips. But she has a page here on Facebook, and it's called My Joyful Horizons. So go follow her, because she'll share lots of tips. She'll walk you through my daily energy practice and why you do certain things. That is so freaking awesome and important. It's something that I'm doing and my entire family is doing. We did it last night when we took our vitamin C. Other things like gratitude. I talked about gratitude. Tapping, EFT. I love to follow Tap with Brad over on YouTube. It's free. You can Google Tap with Brad anxiety or Tap with Brad overwhelm. There's a Tap with Brad coronavirus if you're super freaked out about that. Tap with Brad, loneliness or sadness or wanting to feel joy or cultivating a great day. He literally has a tapping for everything, and he's my go-to resource for tapping. And then I also have been really leaning into my meditation practice since the new year. That was my focus because I have a little bit of a busy brain, and I know success leaves clues. Really successful, grounded people have a meditation practice, and that's always been something that I've struggled with. And so this year, I drew my line in the sand and I was like, it doesn't have to be perfect. That's my mantra. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be mine. And so I have been every single day, I keep saying gratitude. Gratitude's really important. But every single day I've been doing a meditation. And so I just find something that resonates. But the two people I really, really like, because there's a lot of weird crap out there. There's things that don't sit right with me. But the two that I feel really safe with and really good with are both on YouTube, Michelle Chalfant, Chalfant. She has a ton of them. And she also has a really great podcast called The Adult Chair. I highly recommend her. And then there's a new gal I've been following. Her name is Mary Kate, and her page, whatever, her social media handle is Mary Kate Mindset. Mary Kate MK Magic Mindset. I don't know, just freaking Google it. Google is your best friend. But she's got a lot of really great ones too. And I actually shared, she had a meditation for coronavirus, if that's something you're feeling super freaked out about. But in our own house, we're just gonna focus on common sense, washing our hands, taking vitamin C. I ordered more echinacea. We're gonna use essential oils. We're gonna do our energy practice. There's this thing called a spinal flush that we're doing now. We've been doing it whenever anyone gets sick, but now we're just doing it as a preventative measure. Really quick. You can Google it if you want more intel. But you just go down the back of someone's spine. Connor, come here. Be my guinea pig. Here, we're gonna. Connor is wait. Here. Okay, so this is what you do. You lay your person on the floor, and my kids do this to me too, and you just go fingers down on either side of their spine. You just go down. It feels really good, especially if you're sick or something. So you go down, you do this a couple times, and then you just crisscross, you just get the energy moving. That's what we do. That's a spinal flush. It's super awesome. I highly recommend it, especially if, somebody's got the sniffles, snorting like a pig. I don't really know. He's fine. But these are the things I am doing, and I'm just choosing to lean into all the good. So I'm going to read more books, and I'm going to be home. And you know what? I'm a homebody. I don't leave my house anyway. So it's funny how when you start to follow, you start listening to what everyone's saying, the conspiracy theories and this and that. People are dying and, oh my God, the panic. Does it make you feel good? No, it makes you feel like crap. So we cannot control the world, but you can control what you consume and what you put out there and what you're going to focus on. So I don't know about you, but I'm going to focus on the good. So I'm going to drink my unicorn juice today. What flavor did I use today? Today I did fruit punch. I'm gonna have this. I already drank my chocolate superfoods, 70 superfoods and probiotics in this bad boy. I do it every single day. And then I'm gonna move my body, and I'm gonna focus on the good, and I'm gonna listen to something that inspires me and fills me up, that does not instill panic. And, I'm gonna go to the library today and stock up on books. And then that's that. And we're just gonna take it one day at a time. So I'm telling you, everything's gonna be okay. Just breathe in and breathe out. If you need any help, if you want to try my home workouts, because I keep reading so many gyms are closing, I have a free 2-week trial. If you want the entire tools for a whole year, we can figure that out as well. But I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to convince you to do anything. I'm just here reminding you of what really matters. And that's putting on your own oxygen mask and just creating peace and calm in your own home, because that is the most important thing for all of our immune systems and our stress levels. And this can be a really great season if we choose to make it that, or we can choose to stir up the fear and the freak out, and that doesn't feel good. I don't want that. So I'm leaning in to all the things that make me feel good and inspired and healthy and calm and whole. And I'm encouraging you to do the same. So if you need anything, you can hit my inbox. If you are not in my community and you're curious what personal development, like podcasts and audiobooks and all those things, if you're curious about those resources, I have them in a Google Doc, and I'm happy to send them your way. So I'm fist bumping you all, my friends. Take care today. Drink your water, move your body, celebrate all the ways that you can and are able to show up.